Hi, ladies. How are you? I hope you're doing well. When you join tonight, make sure you say hi, because I don't know if Facebook's going to be cooperating tonight or not. So I'm going to go look for you now over in the group on my iPad just to see if I can find you there, because I don't know. Okay, I see 2 people are on. Not sure who's on with me. Okay, I see Kendra is on. At least I think. Okay. Okay. Doris is on. Okay, so Doris, and is Angela with you or not? Okay, Beth is there. Okay, it shows that I have 4 people. Don't know who's on. Patty's on. Okay. I'm going to bring the camera down just a hair. Okay. Please let me know if, no, you and her are going to do the cards together at a later date. Just remember, this video is only going to be together or on the Facebook group for 30 days. So make sure you guys get it done in 30 days, because I don't know if I'm going to have time to get it over into YouTube within the next 30 days. So let me know if this is your first card in your group, or in your pile, I mean. Is your first card in your pile purple? Yes, okay, fantastic. Okie dokie. Yeah, I got a lot of things going at you right now, ladies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So we're going to take care of business, and then we're going to get right into our cards. Yes, excellent. Thank you, Kendra. Okay, so just so that you know, Facebook has changed the way videos are housed now. I have to either move them to a different platform, or I have to download them, and then I can re-upload them after I've downloaded them. Don't ask me why. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I have to download them within 30 days, or they're deleting them. So it's either download them and then re-upload them in a different format, or move them to a different platform, all within 30 days, or they will delete them. And right now is the end of the school year. And you know how the end of the school year is for me. And I have 44 days left of the school year. Parapro paperwork. I believe I'm approximately 10, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I have about 12 more IEPs to write. So, don't know. I really don't know. Plus M-Step, iReady, and servicing my kids. So I really don't foresee this video getting downloaded and then uploaded over to YouTube in the next 30 days. So my suggestion to you is just make sure you guys get your cards done. Okay? So let's just get them done. Okay? Let's just get them done. So let's get started for the night. All right. And at the end, I will show you our cards that we're going to do next month. And I am going to give you a little sneak peek of some new products that are coming in May. Now, there will be no more host codes starting April 15th. Starting April 15th, you will be earning your own rewards, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And what else? I think that's everything. I don't know. My brain is so helter-skelter right now. I don't know what's going on. So let's get ourselves started. So our first card for tonight is going to be making this beautiful birthday card. So in your pile, you are going to have 3 black dots. I'm just going to set those to the side. You are going to have a hexagon. This is a hexagon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it is an octagon. Now, this is cut from a die set called Countryside Dies. It is still available. It is beautiful. I did use a stamp set, and that is called, what is it called? Elements of Text. So I used Elements of Text, and that is both stamps are on this is Elements of Text. And then we have the leaf and the peony, and these are both close to my heart. And then you have the happy birthday. That was a close to my heart. This purple piece is also from the octagon, the Countryside, whatever it was called, and that is Stampin' Up. And then we have these 3 pieces, which were all close to my heart. And now this paper, I have 0 left. I can honestly say I have no more of this paper. It is all gone. So we are going to take our card base. We are going to fold it in on itself. And we are going to use our bone folder and give it a nice crispy edge. And I am going to do a little bit of daubering with my blending tool as soon as I find a handle that does not have a dauber already on it. And I'm using Wisteria ink. The floral, I am going to sponge around the floral piece. I hope nobody had any flooding with all of that rain that we had the last 2 days. And I'm going to do a little bit on this purple piece as well. This is just tone on tone. And let's just make sure. Oh, I did do a little bit on the green. And then also the octagon pieces get done as well. So if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to see them because for some reason I am not seeing comments again tonight. Thought I had that all fixed and working on Sunday, but apparently I don't. We took Nate and Tiana out for dinner tonight to celebrate Nate's birthday. It's on Sunday, but he has to go into work. Or is Tiana working Sunday? Tiana might be working Sunday. So I think that's why we were doing it. That's why we were doing it tonight. So yeah. Yeah, he turns 25 on Sunday. Yeah, we bought him things for their apartment, and he was like, oh, gee, thanks. And then my mom and stepdad got him a gift card to Aldi's, and he was like, oh, now that he was like thrilled with. because it's his week to do the grocery shopping. They take turns on grocery shopping, which I think is kind of good and responsible. Okay, so I'm going to take my Dauber. I have little baggies, and I just have mine all labeled per their colors. Hi, Cindy. See, now that if I'm not paying attention, I wouldn't have seen that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to just start putting some things together. So I'm going to put my white octagon to my wisteria octagon. I'm going to put these two pieces together. And I'm going to set that aside. Next, I'm going to take this floral piece. Now, it is directional, so you will need to pay attention to that. So you will want to watch which way your flowers are going, and that is going to go into this section here on the front of your card. Okay. Next, we are going to take this next panel and we're going to fold it back, and we're going to use our bone folder, and we're going to give that a nice crispy edge. Now, at this point is where you have that decision. Do you want to put adhesive here and close that up, or do you want to keep it free? It's completely up to you. I closed mine out. And here's the funny thing. Next month, and I did not even realize that I had done this card for this month, we will be doing the same exact card, but in a different pattern of paper. And it looks so different because none of this is the same. And it's a different theme. And I think that's probably why I didn't even notice until I was prepping for class. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same card. And I didn't even notice it until I was prepping. Now we're going to take this purple part, the purple piece, and we're going to place that on next. And you will want to make sure that they're lining up with each other. And now we're going to open, and we're going to take our green, and that is going to come on the inside. Now if you're like, I really don't like the green, I like the floral better, you can put the flower part on the inside. That's completely up to you. No worries. Completely up to you. Okay. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to come back to this hexagon piece. Now this hexagon piece, as I go to place this on, I really want to be mindful. You see how I have part of my words sticking out? I want to make sure that it will be covered with the octagon. So I want to be mindful of that. So I'm going to turn this over. And I am going to put my adhesive here. And I'm going to be very generous because it's sort of going to act as the, oh, what's the word that I'm looking for? The flap, the hinge. So I really want to make sure that it has enough adhesive to hold it onto the card. So I'm going to put that on, and now I'm going to press that on. Okay, now let's tuck that aside for a second and let's bring in our flower. I am going to use Lavender Blend. I am going to start with the light, and I'm going to color the entire thing in light. Color all of it, and then we will go over parts with the medium and then the dark, and then I'm going to use a metallic jelly pen to bring in some more highlights, but I'm not going to put that until I have it actually onto my card, because the jelly pen itself is kind of shimmery, so I really want to be careful that I'm not smearing it all over the place. Okay. So I'm just coloring the entire peony in this purple. Now, if you are looking and in the market for a new die cutting machine, just so you know, the Stampin' Up! One in May goes up $10. So they are currently $130. They are going up. The big one goes up to $140 in May. So if you're like, oh, I really love the one that you have, I was thinking about it, I would definitely think and get it in April, and actually wait till April 15th so that when you order it, you will be getting your rewards. You will get, I want to say it's 15%, or is it 10%? You're getting 10% back in rewards for yourself on your next purchase. You will get 10%. Isn't that awesome? And it's like a VIP. This is all from my understanding, so, and I could be completely wrong, and it's not the first time that I'm wrong. You can only bank for so long. You know, with Close to My Heart, you were able to bank those VIP points or VIP cash like indefinitely, right? This, no, it's not an indefinite thing. You will have to spend them at some point or you're going to lose them. So it's spend it or lose it. Use it or lose it, right? And then the other thing is they already know like the old money versus the new money. So they'll just be automatically taking the old money versus your new money that's been collected in your account. So they will be sending you an email just confirming that you are a customer, and then you are sort of like you're linked to a certain demonstrator. That's all they're going to be doing. And again, this is from my understanding of what I read. So you just have to decide, you know, who is going to be your demonstrator, and you just have to, you know, really simple, just go, yep, that's my demonstrator. Yep, I want to opt in. And that's it. That's all you're going to do. Okay, so that's what I've done. I've gone in with my medium, and now we're going to finish putting the rest of the card together. So I'm going to take my happy birthday. I'm just going to place it where I think I want it, because I'm going to put foam on that. I'm going to be putting foam on the back of my flower, and then my leaf is going to get tucked right there. Oh, I like that. That turned out really cute. So I'm going to do my leaf first. I'm going to put my adhesive here. Am I out? Nope. Close. Okay, somebody I think just popped a question on, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's stupid, Kendra. Raising prices, having to pick a demonstrator, I'm not 100% sure. Facebook being Facebook, having to save videos, that part is just completely asinine to me. I'm assuming that's what it all was, is the saving the video business. I think it's utterly ridiculous. Right now I'm just putting on my dimensionals. Oh, the video, yeah. Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, and then at one point we were allowed to save them, and like they would give you, oh, you could save them for 30 days, you could save them for 60 days, you could save them for 90 days, and now you can't even save them past 30 days. You can't even save them past, like that's it, 30 days, and they're being deleted automatically for you. I'm like, oh, okay, well, thanks for helping, you know, a small business. So what I guess I need to do is like sit down, figure out how to broadcast like from YouTube, record on YouTube, and then be able to save from YouTube, but then post onto Facebook. I'm like, oh, and that again is a summertime project. That right now is not an end of the school year project. No, ma'am, that is not an end of the school year project. I don't have enough brain power for that. Okay, so I put foam on the back side of my peony, on the back side of the happy birthday. Let's put our gems. I'm going to put a big gem next to the bottom of the peony over on the octagon. And next, I'm going to put my medium over above the leaf, and then a small adjacent to that. Okay, so they're over here. Now, taking a glitter jelly roll pen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick these lines that are inside the peony. And that's just going to create that shadow effect. And I wanted to do this last only because it does take a bit of time to dry. There it is. And isn't that, and I'm going to put, I think, a little bit in those circles in the center. Yeah, so pretty. And there it is. There is our first card. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Let's get ready for our second card. And I'm thinking it is the yellow card. So while you are grabbing your yellow card, I am going to grab the supplies for the yellow card. Is this your next card, ladies? Can somebody give me a yes or a no? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. Here we rock and roll. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Alrighty. So I am going to grab sage, a sage dauber, and a honey butter dauber. Okay, sage, honey butter, and flamingo go right there. Okay, so this is our card. You are going to have some beautiful low profile pearls, antique pearls. Those are Stampin' Up. You're going to have an oval. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers. And we are going to color those in just a moment. You're going to have some beautiful little vines, 3 of those to be exact. You're going to have a beautiful trellis. And then you're going to have 2 pieces of polka dot yellow paper. Alrighty. We are going to start with the inside of our card. And starting with our inside of our card, we are actually going to start with this little piece of honey butter paper. And that is going to start with giving a little bit of honey butter along the edges of the polka dot paper. It's going to start as simple as that. And then we're going to put some adhesive on it. And I knew I was running out of adhesive. So we're just going to set that one aside because I know I have more laying around. Right there. There we go. Never have enough. And I'm going to put this right at the bottom with probably like 1/8 of an inch or so. And then using my blending brush and a little bit of flamingo ink, this cute little flower here, I'm just going to tap and I'm just going to swirl a little bit inside just to give it a little bit of color. And that's it. And our inside of our card is 100% done. Let's close it up. Use our bone folder. And that is all we needed to do on the inside. Let's go back to that honey butter and our honey butter tool. And we will do our edge again. Okay, so this is a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. So we are just going to center it right on the front of our card. So you are going to have approximately 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Next, we are going to take this lattice. This is from the Linked Together die set. And we are going to place this on next. I'm going to use my liquid adhesive. And you don't need to put it everywhere. Try to put it, you know, in most of these little nooks and crannies, but it doesn't need to be everywhere. For the lattice, we want it at approximately the first third of the card. So I'm placing it here towards the left. And we don't need to worry if it doesn't all lay down flat right away, because we will have other components that will lay on top of it. Next, we're going to take our birthday wishes. We're not going to put this down quite yet. We can get it all prepped and ready. So let's put some foam on the back of it. I'm going to get it ready, but I'm not adhering it quite yet. Just going to have it ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to place it as the other third of my card towards the right, and I'm going to just set it there. Next, I'm going to bring in my 4 flowers along with my flamingo ink and my blending brush. And I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to the flowers. Now for this, you can go as dark or as light and as much or as little as you want. And you can go, oh, I want more in the middle, less on the outer edges. You can say, I want all of it colored. You can go, I want none of it colored. It's completely up to you how you want them. But this is what I did for mine. The largest one is the easiest one. I want a little more right there. Excellent. Okay. Love it. Okay. So we're going to set that there. And the reason we needed the green was we want to do a little bit on our circle. just so that there was a little dimension coming off of it. Okay, there we go. Perfecto. Okay, lay it there. And now when I did my flowers, I started with the largest, and they are going to have foam, but you're going to only be placing foam at the bottom of them that's going to be touching the card, not the part that's going to be touching the birthday wishes. That's why I said kind of wait and see where you're going to put your birthday wishes. This one then kind of gets tucked this way. This little one gets tucked over here. And then you had this one that gets tucked over onto this side. So once you feel like you're like, oh, okay, I know right where I want it, then you can just remove your flowers and you can place your birthday wishes down. And I didn't put a ton of foam because I want to make sure I'm able to do any tucking of flowers or of those leaves. And I'm going to start with this largest flower. So this one I want here. So now I'm going to make sure I get myself a dimensional. And I like these because then I can clip off those ends and I can use that. So that's going to go right under there. And I'm going to tuck it so that it's between the B and underneath the W, just like that. And now I'm going to come and do this next one. And I want to put some foam down below there. So I just need a little piece down here. And now I'm going to do this bigger flower. It's really the medium-ish. And then I'm going to do this smallest one right about there. And then we will tuck in our leaves. Okay. And to tuck in those leaves, I'm going to do my largest coming from here. Now these leaves also came from that same set that lattice came from. I have gotten so much mileage out of this die set already. I've used it for a scrap class. I've used the leaves, obviously, for this card, for several other cards. It's fantastic. And these are just out of cardstock, so picture them out of specialty paper or out of glitter paper. Just so lovely. Now I had put these flowers a little bit lower than my original one, so my leaf here is a little bit lower than that one, and it's okay. Okay, let's put our gems. Oh, and it looks like I should have given you ladies 5. Whoopsie daisy. I was just trying to get them out the door. So for the 3, I did 1 large on your oval, and then you're going to do your 2 medium and a small towards the top. Okay, so you're going to do that. And once you have that done, then we're going to get ready to do your next card, which should be blues and yellows, I believe. The hardest one will be our last one, which really, it's not hard. The hardest part was the cutting of it. Yes, yellows and pink is next. Great. Alrighty, so get yourselves ready for the next one. I'm going to do a quick little cleanup while you ladies get yourselves ready for the next one too. Okay. All right, so this should be our next one. It looks complicated, but it is not complicated at all. It's actually very easy of a card. Okay, this is called a gatefold card, and this is the way it opens. Isn't it beautiful? So pretty. So you're going to have 1 large and then 2 small gold glitter. So just be very careful of that. You're going to have a piece that is a square. You're going to have a flower, a leaf, a pink. You're going to have 2 rectangles that are in yellow, 2 rectangles that are, they remind me of like tile, like Mediterranean tile. And then you're going to have 1 very long piece in white. All right, so let's get ourselves started. So the way we're going to start, let's start with our right-hand side. I'm going to shimmy up the sample. So let's start with our right-hand side. We are going to take our right-hand side. This second score line, we are going to fold the second score line in on itself. And we're going to varnish it very, very well. And we are going to take one of those pieces that look like tile. Using your shortbread ink, you are going to use a dauber or a foam tool, and you are going to sponge the edge. And while we have it out, we might as well just sponge the edge of all these pieces. Then that way we won't have to stop. And if you're like, I'm not doing that, don't worry about me, then you can glue this piece down. I will be super fast. Talks amongst yourselves. Okay. See, I'm all done. All right, so we are going to take one of those tile pieces and we are going to put it right here. Okay, now this next little panel that we see a score line, we are going to fold that back in on itself as well, and we're going to give that a nice crispy edge. And we're going to take one of these yellow patterned pieces and we're going to adhere that down on it. And kind of watch. I like to line mine up here at the bottom so that then I can see where things are lining up. That kind of helps me. Okay. So now let's focus on our left. So we're going to, not the first score line, but our second score line. We're going to fold at that second score line in. So now we're covering everything. Use your bone folder. Give it a crispy edge, and we're going to use the tile piece. It's the wider one. And that's going to go on next. Now we're going to take that skinny piece, we're going to fold it back. Use your bone folder. And now we're going to put our yellow. And again, make sure you're lining up all your bottom pieces. Okay. Next, we're going to take our pink. Now, our pink, what we need to do is we're only adhering on one side. So we're only adhering on the left. What I like to do is I like to flip it upside down so that then I can see right where I need to put my adhesive. And I'm going to be generous. I don't like to be stingy at this point because, again, it is what's getting adhered to the front of my card, and it works as that panel. So now I'm going to place that on, and I'm going to make sure I really press that in. Next, I need the diamond piece. And again, this I'm going to put upside down, and I'm going to make sure my points are meeting here and here. And I want to only put my adhesive on this left-hand side. But I also only want to put where the adhesive is only in the pink section. So I want to make sure my adhesive is only within the pink. Because if it's within that white, you're still going to be able to kind of see. So make sure you're only in your pink section. So be very mindful of all of that. And stay within, keeping it on a diagonal as a diamond point. So far we should be able to open up fully. So far we're good. All right, now I'm going to flip mine this way so you can kind of see how I did my flower. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Okay, so I put foam I put my leaf to my flower first. So I put those two parts together. Then I put my foam here, and then I stuck it all together. So let's do that next. So we're going to put these two parts together. So they're like this. Okay. So I'm going to put my adhesive here because I don't want my leaf going off my card. So those go together. Now I only want my foam on here. I can't put my foam on the other part of my card, or it's not gonna open for me. So I really have to be careful, and I'm gonna actually look for little foam. I'm gonna do little dimensionals. So I'm gonna put one here and here. I'm only gonna do 2. Oh, actually, I think I could do 3. I could do 3. I'm going to go up one more. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. I won't take those off just so that you can see. Let me go a little higher so you can see what I did. So I put my 3 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So let's take off the backings. Just like that. Now I'm going to lay my flower on top. And it's okay if it's covering up some of that little triangle part. It's totally fine. Now let's put our cute little gold gem. So I'm going to put a large gold gem up above the H and the A. Now I'm going to put a little one also up on the top, and I'm going to do a little one down adjacent to my flower. And so there is that one. Okay. I know class is a little bit longer tonight only because these cards had a little more intricacy to them. Okay. And now for the fun one, okay? So let's get ready for our fun one. And here it comes. And it's really not bad. The hard part was the cutting part. That was the fun part. So here is our card. Okay, so it would open like this. So if you want to have your card base like this laying on your table, then that way we can do it together like this. Okay, so you are going to have a piece that will lay here, and then a piece that will lay here. So we are going to do the 2 floral pieces here. Let's put these 2 pieces on right now. This part is the easy part. The hard part was the cutting and the math of the card. The angles. Who said making cards did not require math? Said no math teacher, that's for sure. Okay. So we had a large floral and a small floral. You're going to have an arch. So let's put our arch down next. And this is from, I believe it's called Everyday Arches, I think is the name of it. Not 100% sure. we will do this in a little bit. So you can set that aside. You can set your little flower aside as well. We'll do those last, okay? Let's take this and we're going to flip it over. And now flip yours over as well. Now you should have a piece that looks like some grass, and we're going to put that on next. Okay? And I used all the last of this paper as well. I'm almost positive of it. I think this paper is gone out of my collection. Then we're going to take our little cute bracket that says, Sending a Garden of Birthday Wishes. This was Cosette. This was one of the last sets that came from Close to My Heart. Oops, mine just wiggled on me. There we go. All right, let's fold this card. So we are going to take this first score line and we're going to fold it in on itself. Let's give it a crispy edge. Okay. Just like that. Now we're going to take the card, turn it so that we're looking at Sending Happy Thoughts, and we're going to fold all of it back in on itself. And we're going to fold and use your bone folder to give it a good crispy edge again. So it's laying just like that. Now we're going to take our gate or the fence, and you're going to use your liquid adhesive. And you're going to put it so that not this top portion, but the bottom portion is what's going to get adhered. It truly is a very pretty card. This is the card that took the longest to cut. Okay, so once you have it on, just kind of line it up and then press and hold it down for a little bit. And then we're going to color. Now you can use, what is the name of the glue? Oh, the name that I'm using, this glue that I'm using is called Bearly Art Precision Craft Glue. You can get it on Amazon and you can get it at scrapbook.com. What is wonderful about it, Doris, I absolutely love it, is this precision tip. I leave this pin in it all the time. If I could ever get it back in there, just like that. And every now and then I just kind of go in and I just twist it around, blah, blah, blah. It never sticks. And I can get such precise and just that intricate little bit, and it does wonders. It's amazing. It's not the cheapest of glue. I want to say it's like $10 to $14 depending on where you buy it, but I bought this glue a year ago and I'm at about half of the bottle, and I use it a lot, just so you know. Okay, let's do our coloring of our cute little flower. Actually, you know what? Because I am going to use my, oh, Beth loves it. And I know Kendra loves it. A couple of my other scrapping ladies, they use it as well, and they absolutely love it. And there's some of the other big wigs that use it, and this is all they use. And they use it for just about everything. I'm going to be using shimmer brushes to color mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my flowers down with adhesive foam tape first. Then I'm going to color mine. So I'm going to put these down first. Oops, let's get it. There we go. I think one more right there. Okay, and I'm going to use a little bit right down here and then give myself a nice little bead. What I do though is I do wipe that top tip and then put the pin right back in. Okay, and I'm going to place this on just like that. I'm just going to hold it for a second. Okay, and I'm going to start with sage. I'm going to do the leaves in sage, sage shimmer. Okay, and now I'm going to use a little, oops, there's one more leaf. Kind of forgot about that one. And now papaya for the flowers. Now I did post our next class, so it is already posted for you. Please be mindful of the due date. It is just before Good Friday. And my goal is to try to do cutting like while I'm home during Easter weekend. Because it is crazy busy these next couple of weeks at school. So I'm trying to get as much done as possible. So if you are interested in class, please get your class fees in as soon as possible. Okay. So you are just going to finish the coloring process, and that is your last card. So while you are finishing coloring, I'm going to grab our cards for next month so you can see those. Okay, and I'm going to raise the camera up just a little. Okay, they are thinking of you, and you could always say, please don't stamp the sentiment, and I won't, and you can do your own stamping. So this one looks just like this, and you can just say, please don't stamp, and I wouldn't, and you could stamp happy birthday if you want. And the inside is, you are special to me. And again, you can say, stamp the outside, not the inside. You can say, don't stamp either. Choice is yours. There is this card. The inside of that is, you are beautiful, brave, wonderfully made. There is this one, thinking of you. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. And then there's this one, thinking of you. Very similar to the very first card we made. It is the same, but we're not putting that front panel here. And we're not putting that front panel here, but we're doing here instead. Okay, so this is our May class. So that is May. And now just a few things. And I'm not showing you everything. I'm just going to show you a couple of things that are coming in May, starting in May. Just a couple. So the first thing that I'm going to show you, because I am a sucker for embellishments. These are, what are these? Holographic resin dots. I don't even know if that's going to show up on camera. Well, I guess they do a little. Aren't those cool? Those are so cool. Okay, so we have those. These are called pressed flower motif. Don't know where that one shifted to. Oh, it's right there. They're like a metal. Yeah. Okay. These are the 2025-27 in color flat pearls. Look at how gorgeous those are. And don't those look like Harbor? Aren't they pretty? This over here is called Summer Split. No, Strawberry Slush. Strawberry Slush. Don't ask me what the other colors are because that I can't tell you. This is Strawberry Slush. Yeah, beautiful. These are shades of green hexagons. Yeah, like I said, I am a sucker for embellishments. And they are clear. Look at that. And they're like faceted and they're dimensional and oh, they're so pretty. The thing is, I can't show you the catalog, but I can show you product, which is just crazy. It just blows my mind. These are Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. I don't get it. I don't get it, ladies. I really don't. But look, just, yummy, 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 in my tummy. I love them. I just love them. They're so pretty. Okay, these, what are these called? Foiled frames and label ephemera. All right, where's my scissors? We might as well look at these. And these are great for cards. And these are great for scrapbook pages. You know, like in an embellishment cluster. Okay, so you get 2 sheets of those. And 2 sheets of the, oh, this is pretty. That I'm liking. 2 sheets of those. Oh, and then 2 sheets of those. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm quite happy with those. Yes and yes. Okay, this is an embossing folder. Oh, yeah, I really like that. And then this is another embossing folder. It's a flower. And these are called Glass and Gardens. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is, let's see, it is called Cheers and Sips Dies. Okay. And then here's the Cheers and Sips stamps. It's photopolymer. It's easier to see this way. So here's the glass. Here's a glass. Yes. So, yes. And I can show you the front of the catalog, but that's it. That's all I can show you. front of the catalog. That's all I can show. So, yeah. But yeah. So thanks for hanging in with me tonight, ladies. We had a great class tonight. Alrighty, and I will see you Sunday Fun Day. All right, if you haven't finished your card class, make sure you get it done. And if you didn't finish card class from March, I believe they've already removed it because it's, well, you might have tonight to finish. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Facebook anymore. So have a great night. All right. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.